Black History Month, it's exciting to hear about all of the positive change that has happened in the African American culture over the years, and learn about, you know, the leaders who really stood up and sparked change. But how do we use that information to continue to have conversations and to have those difficult conversations to continue to spark change and to unite together as a community?
I think, number one, we have to continue to teach the history and engage the community in wanting to learn more of the history. I think that when we are having these difficult conversations, it's important to remove ourselves from, you know, personal attack or feeling like, you know, you're being blamed for something that happened years ago. But I often feel like, you know, there's this idea that by having these conversations or by pointing out racism and systemic differences and inequalities, some people feel that we are kind of like coming for, you know, everyone, and that's just not the case. I think that when we find that these conversations make people uncomfortable and kind of tend to, you know, make some people put walls up and not want to engage in them, then that's when we kind of become conserved in what we feel comfortable with and how comfortable we are in talking about certain things. But I mean, if you look at the world today, they're trying to ban books that are teaching kids about racism and just the true history of things, and they're trying to erase the teaching of, you know, the true history in the school system. And when you can look at that and not feel like you should probably do something about this, then that's where the problem lies, because I think that America in itself is just so rooted in racism and slavery that there are a certain, you know, group of people who want to erase the knowledge and passing on of that, because then it kind of relinquishes any ties to actual, I don't want to say responsibility, but any ties to acknowledging, you know, that maybe you did have like a kind of an advantage because you had things passed down to you through, and they were roots of slavery. But those are painful things that we have to acknowledge, and it's not that anyone is blaming anybody, but it's just a harsh reality. So I think definitely having more conversations, removing ourselves from taking things personally, listening more than we are talking, and when someone expresses something that they feel makes them uncomfortable, then, you know, it's not harmful to you in any way to actually try to gain understanding of why they may feel that way, because no two people's experiences are the same. I mean, even mine and yours are not the same. We are Black women and, you know, millennials, moms, but we don't have the same experiences. And I think that people need to understand that no culture is a monolith. So the more you understand a culture in itself, the more you understand its people and all of the things that come within that culture. And then that creates more room for compassion for people from all different types of walks of life.